Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for March 12th, 13th, and 14th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I am using my Redley Valentine decks. I am using my Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I'll pull one from my Archangel Power Tarot cards. I'll also pull one from my Emily Anderson Crystal deck. I have prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. Now, I am what people say is an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power. My job just deliver the message, and it's really good when I don't have to understand it. Now, a couple of things going on. Remember that the 13th at 5:21 a.m. Pisces new moon, a new moon. Remember, full moon to new moon is waning. That's where we release and relinquish. New moon to full moon is waxing. That's when it's getting bigger. That's when we request. Now, full moon, of course, is release, relinquish, and request. But the new moon is great for new starts, new beginnings, new projects, and we will be entering into, we're finishing out the astrological year, and then we will be entering when Aries starts the new astrological year. So, and that will have a little bit of have a little bit of fire energy because of being with Aries. Couple of things that's been kind of going on this week. I don't know about you. And I will be I will be going in, we're looking at my comment. I look at them on my phone. I have old technology, so, I don't answer it on my phone. But, I will be going on my computer tomorrow to answer my comments. So just to let you know that. But I don't know about you, but I have been inundated, I think, since Sunday. I do believe it was coming, but not quite as much. I've been inundated with those repeating numbers. Now, the thing that's been so interesting is that, it started out, and I'll tell you, it was like 001, then it would be like 100, 101, 1010, 1111. So I had, a lot of them. They were all in different combinations, but then I would have it interspersed with the twos doing the same pattern. Then it was not a lot of the threes, but a lot of the fours, and then there was some of the fives. I did not have any of the sixes, sevens, eights, or nines. But I had a lot, everything seemed, and the repeating numbers themselves were there, but there was a lot of zeros. So, it'd be the 1010, 2020, 202, 303, 404s, it was just very much these repeating numbers. And, zero in itself is a universal energy. A lot of times it's kind of like the God energy. So I don't know if you've been having that. I've been having that to the point that, you're trying not to even look at a clock. You're trying not to even look at numbers because you're going to see it again. So I think that means to me, and whenever we're getting a lot of repeating numbers, I tell you to go and look it up on the internet. Just go ahead and, look on whatever your search engine is for the, like repeating numbers, angel numbers, things like that. To me, there's a lot of God energy because I kept seeing a lot of that, or universal energy. I kept seeing a lot of those zeros, those zeros. I would almost say that it was binary, except that I know that binary is only the ones and the zeros. There's no twos, threes, or fours, or fives that I believe is with binary, and I don't know binary code. But I was getting a lot of these. And so I think that this is a time that angels are, or the spiritual is trying to make some connections. So I think I am going to go out on a limb a little bit and say that this could be a very big weekend for us in the supernatural realm. It may be a time that we want to do some meditation. We want to do, prayer, if that's what you do. That's what I do. And, and possibly get out in nature, things like that. But this has been, I do feel that when I'm seeing these numbers, a lot of this has been like angel energy trying to connect, trying to say, hey, and so my question is, what do you want? So I don't know if you've been feeling, we have been feeling a lot of energy shifts. We are getting more and more into an age with Aquarius. So, it's just these numbers. Like I said, I've been really trying not to look at the clock because, once, 'cause no, don't look. Or just look at anything that has numbers on it. It's like, no, I'm not going to look. And then, sure enough. But again, there's a lot of zeros in these numbers that I've been seeing. And that's a lot of universal. Remember, the Fool, the New Beginning, they have a lot of zero energy. So just wanted to put that out there. See who else. Like I said, I will be tomorrow going on and looking at or answering my comments. So just letting you know that too. So we will begin the readings. Hello, my Sagittariuses. How's my Sagittarius doing? I hope you're doing wonderful. I really get excited with your readings because you surprise me a lot of times. I feel a bubbling type of energy when I read for you. I know you can go up and down a little bit, and I don't like it when you're too sad. But when when you sparkle, you just shine. Anyway, a couple of cards just fell out. Here we go. You just bubble. You just, like sparkling wine or bubbling champagne. I kind of get that vibe for you. And I hope that that's what's going to happen for you this weekend. Here we go. Nothing reversed. Okay. Reversed has a little stronger energy. That's why I pointed it out. Here we go. 3 cards face down. First card is the 9 of Air. Okay. This has been coming up a lot in a lot of my different readings for this in the different signs. The 9 of Air, 9 has kind of a finishing effect. It's kind of a, I kind of am thinking of it as if you sew. I used to sew, I don't sew, but it's like when you put the basting on. Basting, is that it? Basting? It's when you put that thing to give it that finishing effect, okay? It kind of makes it the right way. Now, it kind of polishes it. It makes it so that it looks smooth. Don't know why. I haven't had to say that with any of these readings before. But it's kind of, it finishes it. It finishes it and it gives it the nice lines. That's what I'm feeling for you, my Sagittariuses. Now, air energy is our Gemini. It's our Libra. It's also our Aquarius. It's thought processes. It's hearing news. It's, thinking things through. It is making some plans. Now the thing is, so I don't know, I keep getting, is it B-A-S-T-I-N-G, and it's not basting like a turkey or anything. It's putting the finishing touch on the sewing. It's not, it's making it so that it's nice and smooth. I'm kind of getting that type of energy for you. So again, I shouldn't try to figure this out because I just want to tell it to you, because when I try to overthink it, then the message gets diluted. But the 9 of Air is you possibly looking through things, thinking things through, kind of, I'm kind of feeling like you need to, okay, well, let's read the card and then I'll tell you what I'm feeling with this, because I don't necessarily feel it's like this per se. I feel like you are looking to make sure that all the, again, the sewing, that all the loose threads are clipped or whatever, or sewn or tied off. You want to make sure that the project is finished. So yes, while this is going to talk about your thought processes and worrying and, just, it's not so much. I don't really feel like you think, well, I mean, there could be some anxiety to this, but it's like maybe you finished a project, maybe you're starting a project, and you just want to make sure that everything is in alignment. You just want to make sure it's the way it needs to be. And in some ways, you want to make sure that it's perfect, okay? Like all the little loose threads have been snipped or they've been tucked in. You want to make sure that the seams don't, again, I'm using the sewing, but you want to make sure the seams don't rip. You want to make sure that the fit is good and that there's no bunching, that all the seams, all the, everything, that it's nice, it's a nice fitted suit. Anyway, to me, it seems like you're just, you might be thinking a little bit too much about it. Maybe you are, but you're not going to be satisfied until until you know that it is perfect. Okay? Okay, whatever this is for you. Anyway, expecting the worst. I don't really feel that for you per se. I just feel you just are like being just, it has to be perfect. But this is really important. Self-fulfilling prophecy. So you need to put it out there that it is good, it is great, it is wonderful. Sleepless nights. Okay? Okay. Next card. Here we are. Unity. Unity. Now, we have a 5. 5 has some change energy, positive, negative. This is Archangel Sandalphon. Unity is very traditional. And so whatever this is, I wouldn't really break with tradition on this one. Many times unity is kind of telling me that, to me, I'm a little, and I'm a fire sign. I'm not a Sagittarius. But to me, being a fire sign, it's kind of like, heck with tradition. In this case, I really feel like you want to make sure that it is, totally meeting tradition. It is meeting the expectations. I don't feel like this is a time for you to break with tradition. And again, my Sagittarius is a fire sign. It's like, break with tradition. I think but I feel like you really want to make sure that it is done correctly. So I don't know, is this your work? Is this your, is this your marriage? It's like you want to make sure that everything is done correctly. Okay? It's almost as if maybe somebody's getting married and they want to, and they're worried, or maybe somebody that is getting married and you've got an important position in the wedding and you want to make sure that everything is done correctly. I feel like there is a very strong traditional overlay on this weekend, and you want to make sure that it's done the way it is. I would say this to you with this 9 of air and then this unity. I would say for you to breathe and and relax a little bit, because I am getting some a little bit stressed energy, and maybe the sparkling wine and maybe the bubbling champagne, maybe you're celebrating. Once it's all over, it's like, now I can celebrate. Okay, so I'll throw that out there. Anyway, traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations, seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Your next card, 3 of Earth. Now, 3s have a lot of creativity to it. Earth energy is our Taurus, our Virgo. It's also our Capricorn energy, something very solid, something that you can touch. A lot of times Earth energy is about money that you make from your job. So maybe I don't know. And I know I'm using this as an example, but maybe are you a wedding planner? Are you, are you a coordinator, a party coordinator? I kind of get that vibe from this whole thing. And maybe you have gone into business and, and there's a lot of this planning and coordinating and your big thing is starting. Maybe this is one of your bigger, and that's why you want everything to go just right. It looks like it does. It really feels like it does, my Sagittariuses. So, whatever this thing that you've been planning, is this a big party? Is this, again, it feels like it works out well. It feels like it's something you created. It's something you created, and it actually works out really well for you. And you've stressed and you worried about it, but you know what? Maybe you had to because you wanted to make sure that everything was done correctly. Maybe you did a little micromanaging. Next time you won't have to manage as closely. Okay? Wow. Interesting. I love the idea though. I love the idea because a party that you planned, that's a good party. Here we go. The power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work. Be a team player. Next time you're going to be able to let your team take over a little bit more. I feel like this was more of a first project for you. It was more of a first, like you just really needed it to be perfect. You needed it to be perfect. Next time it will stay perfect. You've got a decent team, and everybody can get a little sharper. You've got a decent team. Next time it will, you won't have to be so, micromanaging with it, because they'll have a better understanding of what you are expecting. Okay? Okay. This one is reversed. Here we go. The Lovers. Okay, so we have a 6 here. 6 is the number of man. Something, and again, 6 also, well, 3 has creation to it and also celebration to it. 6 has what can you also, what are you making with your hands? Now, so we have Archangel Sandalphon. We also have Archangel Raphael. Raphael is the great healer, okay? So, emotional, spiritual, physical, whatever you want to say about this. But the Lovers are also about, lovers are two that come together. It doesn't necessarily have to be that it's your lovers. Your lover. It could be that, that there's, that this, how do we say this now? Because I'm kind of getting, normally when I get the Lovers, I don't really have this as two people coming together, but I am feeling that energy for you, my Sagittariuses. I am feeling, so maybe all of this has been, again, maybe I'm into the wedding, the wedding energy here, or the wedding analogy, or the wedding example here, but I feel like it all comes together for you. Let's put it that way. I feel like the Lovers, Archangel Raphael, is saying that it all comes together and the weekend is wonderful, and it's all because of your efforts. You put so much time and energy into creating something. Now, and again, maybe it's not a wedding, maybe it's not, a party, but think of it as I'm using those as examples. I'm feeling, though, that it's something you've put a lot of energy into, and it's kind of like, now this is your baby, and you're putting it out there, and this is, to me, saying it came out wonderful. Okay? Okay. So, make choices from your heart, deeply emotional commitments, the power of love. Okay? Okay. Here we go. Let's see what crystal or energy might be of use for you. Here we are. I do want you to breathe, though, and I want to make sure that you are getting sleep and taking care of yourself. No, we don't get this too often. Green aventurine. Good luck, prosperity, new opportunities, heart healing too with that. The new opportunities, and again, I don't know why this keeps coming after me like this, but it's almost like because of what you do here, like I said, this might have been the first time or the first presentation, but I feel like you're going to get, if this is a business, and again, if this was a catering business, I feel like you're going to get more, customers. You're going to get more people. I even feel like there's going to be a write-up on you. Write-up maybe in the newspaper, online, or something about you too. Okay, I need to know what this is, my Sagittarius is, so, please, after, next week, let me know, okay? Okay. And again, this is the example that I'm picking up. Now, my Sagittarius, remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe, because it does help, and I so appreciate it when you do it. As always, my Sagittariuses, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.